Lennar is one of the biggest home builders in the country. And if you're looking at new construction in Southwest Florida, you've definitely come across their name a time or two. They offer affordability and convenience, but there are things no one really tells you. So today I'm going to share the good and the bad and my own experience with Lennar Homes. Hi, I'm Brittany Mixon, your local Southwest Florida realtor. I help buyers and sellers every day here in Fort Myers, Estero, and Naples. If you're thinking about buying new construction, hit that subscribe button below. I share honest breakdowns about builders, communities, and the market every week. Let's start with the positives. Lennar's everything included approach is a big draw. That means appliances, flooring, countertops, smart home features, the lot are all rolled into the price when you see it. What you see in the model is usually what you get. Their floor plans are modern, functional, and priced more affordable compared to fully customizable builders. That makes Lennar really attractive for first-time home buyers, snowbirds, or investors. I've had multiple clients buy Lennar homes, and I even own one myself, actually. For the right buyer, Lennar offers value, simplicity, and honestly, it just makes sense if that's more your style, and if budget is a big deal. That's also a reason why people typically will lean towards Lennar when buying homes. But here's the part people don't always talk about. Because Lennar builds at such a large scale, quality control can sometimes be an issue. And you can see this across the board with most builders, but some homes turn out great. Others have little things, paint touch-ups, drywall seams, or fixture problems. Honestly, this happens, like I said, with a lot of builders, but it does show up more often sometimes in Lennar's reviews. Another limitation is flexibility. What you see is what you get. You can't move walls, add structural options, or customize your finishes. For buyers who want a very personalized home, Lennar is not the right fit. And here's something I've personally noticed in our market. Lennar's strategy is all about moving homes quickly, and they will discount heavily, especially when they're closing out a community. And they don't worry so much about what homes sold for 6 months ago or a year ago. That's fantastic if you're a buyer, snagging the right deal, but if you bought earlier, it can hurt your resale values and appraisals. I've seen this firsthand with clients who felt their home's value took a hit because Lennar was focused on quantity and speed and just pushing homes out the door. This is also why I always recommend home inspections, even on new construction. Just because it's brand new doesn't mean it's flawless, and inspectors can still catch things in time. And so it's important to have those inspections in place before you buy the home, just as another peace of mind, because if something does pop up, Lennar will most likely fix it before you move in the home, or they will fix it within a couple months of living there. So it's a little more easier, but I always recommend a home inspection. It's 100% worth it, especially in a market where they are building super fast and they just want to get the homes out, right? I've had clients who love their Lennar homes and others who have had frustrations. The same can be said though with multiple builders. Nobody is perfect, especially in this market. But because Lennar builds at such a high volume, you'll see the good and the not so good show up more often than maybe some other builders. So here are my tips if you are considering purchasing a Lennar home. I would compare recent sales in the community before you buy. I would ask if they're closing out a phase or an entire neighborhood. That's when the biggest discounts tend to happen. I think your timeline is important in both of those questions. Think about your upgrades. Sometimes builder upgrades are more expensive than doing them later with your own contractor. On the flip side, some buyers prefer true move-in ready homes, even if it costs more money. It's all about knowing your priorities and what you're looking for. And most importantly, always use your own agent. It doesn't save you money to go without one. Builder commissions are already built into their budget. And if you don't bring your own agent, that money just goes back to the builder. It doesn't go back to you. So have someone that protects you and who is on your side during the entire process. It will not hurt. It's only going to benefit you. So I would always recommend taking an agent with you. And I'm just going to say this too. So I have sold many homes with multiple builders. Lennar is probably a more popular one, typically because of budget. And I have found that people typically want the price over everything else. And I personally have had clients buy a Lennar home and then do a bunch of stuff afterwards and a lot of upgrades, and it looks like a completely different home. So you can definitely do that. And I would say sometimes it does save you money doing it outside. It's just whether or not you want to deal with it after closing. And that tends to be something that some people just don't want to do. But there are some upgrades builders offer that I would not pay for. But it really, again, it just depends. It's all about you and what you're wanting and what is more convenient for you. But again, that is Lennar's, I guess, what they build their brand on is being convenient, affordable, and having everything already picked for you. So in some cases, you can go to local builders or local communities that feature Lennar, and they already have the home spec'd out. So they'll have the lot, they have what home goes on that lot, they already have the upgrades in that home. They can feel very cookie cutter in that sense. And I mean, like, when you walk through the front door of your home and your neighbors, you probably have the same exact upgrades. It's very common. But that's how they get the homes out, right? And so they kind of pick, like, they know white cabinets are popular, the lighter countertops, the lighter floors, tile throughout. Like, that is a very common trend through almost every Lennar home. The only way that you can make yourself look a little different is afterwards adding in more upgrades, which some people do. So it's all about price. It depends on what you're looking for. But if you're wanting move-in ready for a good price, that's probably the route in most cases that people go. Here in Southwest Florida, you'll find Lennar in a lot of big communities like Verdana Village and Estero, Portico and Fort Myers, and of course, Babcock Ranch. And they also do the golf course communities in Babcock Ranch. Each has its own personality and lifestyle, and I will be breaking those down in separate videos, so make sure to stay tuned for those. At the end of the day, Lennar offers affordability, speed, and convenience, but it's important to go with your eyes open. If you're considering a Lennar home or any new construction in Southwest Florida, I'd love to help guide you through the process. Be sure to drop your questions in the comments, reach out anytime, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos on the pros and cons of Pulte homes and all of the communities that we'll be going over. So I hope that you guys continue to join me, and I'm so grateful for you, and I hope that I get to meet you guys. So have a great day and see you on the next video.